What's up YouTube, and welcome back to Beginner's Guide to Dark Souls. So, I made some armor changes. I decided to wear the Elite Knight helmet instead, and I threw on the Wanderer boots. And I also went and picked up Lucerne in the Catacombs. I did that off screen though. I wanted to show you guys something. This is an NPC who I didn't show you. This NPC is Oswald of Kareem. He's underneath the Bell Gargoyles. He sells a bunch of interesting items. He sells Homeward Bones, Book of the Guilty. He sells the Purging Stones that can cure your curse. He sells Karmic Justice, which is an interesting miracle. Velka's Talisman is a talisman that I believe scales with intellect. And he sells a number of resistance rings and rings of sacrifice. The main thing he does is requesting absolution, which can reset NPC hostility if you have accidentally damaged an NPC in melee combat.
You're not welcome anytime.
Alright, and we're going to get right to it now. So if you notice here, I did make some armor modifications, of course, and I did level up my strength to 15 to use Lucerne. And I also used all the soul items I had, and it gave me about 5,000 souls. And I didn't think you guys wanted to see that, so I didn't show you, like last time. So we're gonna come down and talk to Andre, who we haven't actually been to in a while. So let's see what he says.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me? Magnificent. Won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Alright, so now we can upgrade our weapons from +6 to +10. So we're going to go ahead and do a bunch of upgrades here. I'm going to have to upgrade all the new stuff I just got, of course. Let's see here. We're going to purchase some Titanite shards to get Lucerne up. I'm going to have to purchase a bunch of them because I have to level my armor. Let's just get 16 for now. So let's do some upgrades. I'll upgrade the Dragon Crest shield after. Let's get Lucerne up. So now if you go here to modify equipment, you can see that everything that's +5 is here. So I'm just going to go to Lucerne. You can see it already has a DC scaling now. It used to have a DD scaling, so it's better now. So yeah, we're going to modify it to +6. So then I think we're going to go ahead and get Lucerne all the way up to +10 because we managed to pick up a lot of large shards, and we definitely have enough to do that. Alright, so now we have a very powerful weapon. I'm going to reinforce the Dragon Crest shield now. It does take Twinkling Titanite and 2,000 souls to do so, unfortunately. So I think we might leave it at +3 for now. I might need the souls for reinforcing my armor. Let's see here. Yeah. Get the rest of the Wanderer stuff up. So we have one large shard left. Let's get the boots up to 5. Ooh. We actually don't have enough souls to do anything else, so that's actually all we're going to be able to do. So let's see what we got. We've got better defenses, slightly, and of course a much more powerful weapon. Let's see here. It's got 220 base damage with 79 plus from the scaling, so it's very good. And we've got the Dragon Crest shield now. Let's see the stability. So it's got 61 stability. It's, you know, it's decent for now. It'll get better, but it's mostly I have it for that fire resist. I was hoping to pick up a certain shield, but the enemies that drop that certain shield haven't dropped them for me, so kind of depressing. So of course we're going to head over to that gate that opened in the cutscene when we rang the bell, where Onion Man was sitting. So when you walk in here, be cautious. If you see here, there's an elevated platform. Don't walk on that. Just walk here. See, we are in Sen's Fortress. I'll show you what that does in a second. What that would, well, I'll just tell you actually. It shoots arrows from right there, and you can see there's a snake man running at us. What you can do is walk over the arrow trap, and you can see the arrows actually shoot out and hit the snake and kill him. So it's pretty useful for killing them. These are pretty difficult enemies for newer players. It's probably the first enemy that could give you trouble if you've been walking through the game before. They do give a decent amount of souls, as you see there. So there's another one here. A lot of times they like to pull both at the same time. They actually mostly do, so be cautious of that. Alright, trying out Lucerne here. Alright, so it does seem pretty good weapon, like a pretty good weapon. Because that was just the one-handed attacks. So, come over here and see there's a Soul of a Brave Warrior. So, head on up here and you'll see what we're dealing with. This is Pendulum Land. Be very careful, these pendulums will knock you down to a swift death, and you can see down there that there's actually another Titanite demon. So, yeah, you don't want to deal with that ever. So, what I would recommend doing is, you look down there, you can see there's like a ledge kind of pathway. Just roll forward, and when you hit the ground, roll again, and quickly go up this ladder. Because that guy will shoot you, and you're going to want to definitely come up this ladder. I'll show you why. So, there's a large Soul of a Proud Knight here, and this is actually an illusory wall. So, coming up top, we come up here, we can find this is the giant that opened the gate for us. So, we're actually going to take him out, as mean as it sounds. So, these giant enemies, just strafe around them. Most of their attacks are just frontal attacks like that. And just attack them when they're like this. Lucerne's actually doing pretty well there. So, yep, strafe around him. Attacks do track a little bit. They have one attack where it's like a temper tantrum. It's very obvious to see. You're going to want to get out of that instantly. It's very dangerous. I don't know if he'll do it. No, he's gone down. So, take down the giant. They drop a good amount of souls, and usually drop a Titanite chunk. Yep. So, heading on back down the ladder. You just want to roll off here. Won't take any, well, yeah, apparently take a little bit of damage. So, going to move on to the pendulums. This is easy, just run past one. This is easy also, just run past one. This is run past two. So, just roll past. There's actually a snake guy shooting lightning from up there, so just go under the bridge and he won't be able to hit you anymore. If you want to fight this guy, which we're going to do, of course. Bridge combat. Come on, Snake Man. Alright, cool. So, Snake Man is down. So, they do take up a lot of stamina when they hit your shield, but they can be reflected just like any other enemy away from your shield, used with the same methods. They do have a lot more poise, of course, than any other enemy we've encountered, other than maybe the dung giants. This is probably one of the most dangerous parts of Sen's Fortress. This lightning guy shooting at you while crossing these pendulums, because the lightning can knock you back. It won't knock me back, I think, because of my poise, but if you have no poise, this could be a really tricky part. Something that can really help you in this part is the Eagle Shield, because of its really high stability and its 75% lightning resistance. But we're actually just going to go across here. I'll show you how to do this. Just run here, try to stay in the middle. The second one will actually hit that wall, and then you're free to get near him. So just wait for that attack to do nothing, and then just beat the crap out of him. Actually, apparently it's a herd. These are the female snakes. If you look here, there's another raised platform, so just avoid that. You don't want to get killed by arrows. And this gets some more large shards, very useful. You can use this to upgrade more of our armor later. So if you look down here, there's a snake guy actually sleeping. So you actually don't have to fight him because he's sleeping. And I missed it here, but usually a snake guy runs, yeah, he gets hit by a boulder. And it's pretty funny, if you just stand here, usually you can make him keep hitting the boulder because he'll just bounce with you up. So you can get some free damage on him like that. And just, yeah. So of course there are boulders that roll past here, so what you want to do is just go here, wait for it to pass, and then run down this way. Careful there. So we'll come here and we will find a bunch of dead snake men and onion man. Pro onion man took out the snake men. So let's talk to him.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
And what news would that be, good sir?
Ah, so you see my sight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against the wall, or a ball, to be precise. I must say, I'm a bit too tough to be out running those things. So here I sit in spite of it, or who knows. Perhaps we'll have another development.
Alright, so he wants to get past these boulders, but he says he's a little bit too fat to run past them. So let's see if we can help him out with that. So just wait here for the boulder to pass. And just run up here. And wait again for the boulder to pass. And sprint on up here. I would recommend if you're fat rolling doing this, you might die, so just be careful. Just run here. That was hilarious. That doesn't always happen, but it did. There's white fog gate here, but don't go through it yet. Head on up here, and there's a chest in here. And this is the Ring of Steel Protection. This ring increases your physical defenses by 50 points each, so that would mean I'd have 248 first strike and 272 or 62 first slash, and so on. So yeah, if you're looking for more defenses, you can put that on, but we're just gonna stick with our wolf ring for now. And now we're gonna head on through this fog gate. So wasn't a boss, but head on here. You can see there's another raised platform. There's actually a snake guy here. You can hit him with this. It does come from behind though, so you have to roll out of the way like that really fast. Doesn't always work, but I managed to get it to work. So when you hear that weird noise, that's actually the boulder being redirected. As you can see, there's boulders coming down here now. So what you want to do is wait here for a boulder to pass as usual. Careful not to run into the back of the boulder. It is like Mario style. You will get hurt by touching the back of a boulder. So just run on down here. And what you're going to want to do is, actually, we'll just do this first. Take up some time. Head on in here, and we're going to see what this chest says. Be wary of chest. Yes, I would advise being wary of this chest. If you look at this chest, you can see its chain is pointing outwards. That is something to notice. And I'm going to show you what's up with this chest. So this chest is not real. It is a mimic chest. They have them placed throughout the game. And there are ways to tell, like I just showed you. You can also just tell by just hitting every chest you encounter. So we're going to pick up the lightning spear. Lightning spear is a lightning weapon. It's not an actual... it's just a spear upgrade to lightning. It's not like a special lightning spear. We're going to take a look at it. So we haven't picked up any elemental weapons yet. So lightning spear, you can see it has no scaling. It does 144 physical damage and 144 lightning damage. But it doesn't gain any more benefits from scaling, and lightning weapons only go up to +5. So if you're using a character that doesn't feel like leveling up strength or dexterity, you just want to, pump vitality and endurance, you can use lightning weapons because you only need the minimum requirements. This goes true for all elemental weapons. They typically do slightly less damage than weapons upgraded normally, though. So before we go this way, we're going to head back over here to where I was looking at earlier. And if you see here, the boulders piled up there and actually broke through the wall. And there is an item over there, and we're going to run and grab it. This is the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. This is the item find ring that I was talking about. It increases your item find by 200, which gives you the max item find in the game. So right now I have 10 humanity and Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, which gives you the max item find of 410. So if you're doing any farming and you really want to get stuff quick, that's what you're going to want to do, is put these on. So throwing back the wolf ring on, you're going to run back past the boulder. And we're going to head up this lift when it comes back down. There's Silver Knight statues. So you're going to notice something about this lift when you get on it. It's good to notice your surroundings always. If you notice, there's actually blood all over it. It's not a blood stain, it's just blood. If you look up, there's actually a spike pit above your head if you keep going, so you're going to want to roll over, because that'll keep going and you'll just die from getting smushed into a spike pit. So head on in here. And we're going to come out here. So this is the middle path where the, if you look down here, this is where that snake guy was sleeping against the wall. And there's no boulder rolling down here, so you can just safely run up. So what we're going to do is redirect the boulder down that way. And what that'll do is that'll smash open the wall and kill the snake man usually. And there is stuff behind that wall down there, but we're not going to head on down there yet, because you do need a certain key. If you have the master key, you can go on down there, but I do not, and I didn't pick it up, so we're going to leave that for after when you get the key, which is later on in the fortress. So once that's been done, you can redirect the boulder out the back here. So that killed the snake man down there. It took actually like 4 or 5 boulders. So, yep, now that boulder goes that way, so it's safe. So what you want to do is run down this way. And I remember how to do this. Yeah, just roll off here. Oh, crap. So you can see there's a snake guy with lightning down there. Just top off my health. Alright, cool. These guys actually have a very deadly melee attack that they hit you with all of their swords, and it usually builds up your bleed meter instantly. And it usually just one-shots you because the combined damage and then the bleed damage, it just kills the shit out of you. So grab this large soul. We'll look out this way. Yep, we're gonna have to come back around. So drop down here. And do not fall down these holes, or whatever you do, I'd recommend. It's okay, well that snake man decided to. Anyway, so head on over here and we'll find a pretty awesome treasure. This is the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. What this does is it completely quiets all your movements, but it adds these little blue circles to your feet. I don't know, I really hate the look of it, so I never used it, despite it being a pretty good ring. We're not going to use it. Maybe I'll put it on just to show what I mean. Huh. That's weird. Did they remove the blue circles? I seem to remember this ring usually makes you have blue circles on your feet when you use it. I don't know what's up with that, but if they removed it, that's a good thing, because it was pretty shitty. You can see people a lot easier in PvP, so it kind of was counterproductive to what it was for. It's for hiding. Well, it works in PvE too, of course, because you can hide from enemies, you sneak up behind them. What ring am I putting on? Okay. Yep, so you can see we have to come back through this area now because we had to drop down. But there's no snake guy guarding this pendulum, so it's not very difficult. So run past the one, and then run past the 2. The arrow traps do reset after a set time, so be careful of those. The snake man's tweaking out on the wall. So it appears Onion Man has moved on now that we've redirected the boulder, but we're going to grab that item down there that I missed before. And this is the shuttle. This is a really cool weapon. It's basically like a curved scimitar. Sorry. It's like a scythe, a little scythe. And it, if you use the strong attack on it, it goes behind player shields. So if players or any enemy's shield that they're blocking. So it's really useful in PvP and just any situation to have something that can hit behind a player who's turtling. So now that the boulder danger's out of the way, you can just run through here freely. Watch out for the arrow trap. Apparently the arrow boulder just got redirected. That kind of sucks. So gonna have to get up past this again. Oh shit! See what I mean? If they just kind of touch it, it can hurt you. Gotta be careful here. Don't have a crazy amount of Estus left. I think what we're gonna do is take the safe. No, we're gonna take the risky route. So run up here and roll forward, and if you have good timing, you can make it. You don't want to get crushed by a boulder, and head on through this way. And come in here, and you can find the Black Sorcerer set. This is the set that Griggs of Vinheim wears. It's basically just the Sorcerer set, but black. And you also get the Sorcery Hush, and this is basically gives you the effect of the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring for a short duration. So pretty good for your sorcery to come in here and grab, or sorcerer, sorry, come grab that stuff. So we're gonna open this door we couldn't open before, and we're gonna come back to this safe area. Head back up to the boulder room. So you can see there's these things on the wall. Just stand here, you can backstep back. I actually got hit there for a shit ton of damage. I'm actually going to use a humanity to heal because I don't feel like... Actually, I'm stupid. I've had a heal miracle this whole time and I'm forgetting to use it. Yep. So remembering to use that from now on. But anyway. So you're going to come up to this area, and this is kind of scary. This is 4 you have to run by all at once. So what you're going to want to do is start running when they're kind of in the middle. So just start running now, run, and you should make it pretty easily. Be careful here, there's a snake man to the right here. So I just deflect his attack. Let's see if we can stagger him with multiple hits. Yep. Just beat the shit out of him. I really like this halberd. It has a really cool weak attack, that overhead slash. So head on up here. There's yet another snake man. Well, snake woman, I suppose. There, she was going for a melee attack. That would have been dangerous. So head on down here. And there's yet another snake man. That is really good, I must say. So, pillage this, get this large Titanite shards, well, 2 of them. So, head on back up here, and we're going to come to one of the most annoying areas of this place is this guy here. You can run past him quite easily. You can also shoot him with arrows from here, or perf with arrows. If you hit her fast enough, she can't actually shoot. And if you hit her with enough arrows, you can actually just push her backwards off the cliff, so you don't need to have high dex to try to kill her. Yeah, see there. You just need the force of the impact to push her back. So, be wary. This is, I think it's the narrowest bridge in the game, so be careful. This is, you have to run by 2 and then 2. So, run by 2. Stop at the sign. Here. Indeed, here. And run by 2. There's another arrow trap here, be careful. There's actually another arrow trap over there. So yeah, that heals us to full from less than half, so pretty awesome. And we're going to traverse another white light. So we come out on top here. As you can see, no boss. So you're going to want to head down here. And come down here and you're going to see a familiar enemy, the Balder Knights. These are stronger Balder Knights, however they're not the exact same. So just Fighting them on the stairs can be annoying, as you guys know, so just pull them up to this area if you feel like it. Yeah. They're not as difficult as the snake men though, so they're not too hard. So, drop the Balder leggings. Pretty good leggings, I suppose. Yeah, there's another Balder knight over here. Let's see if we can get a running attack off on him. Nope, he missed. Alright. These guys, these two Balder Knights, they drop a lot of large shards and Titanite shards, surprisingly, like compared to other Balder Knights I find. So if you want to farm those two, it's pretty easy. I'll show you why in a little bit. So yeah, grab that Flame Stone Plate ring. What that does is boost your fire defense by 50 points. So if you're taking too much fire damage, you can toss that on, see if it helps you. Resistance rings usually aren't too helpful, but they can be in certain situations. So watch out for these black spots, but these actually are spots where a giant from up there can throw these large balls of fire, and they track your movement. So when you come up here, you're going on a run, ignore that item for now, come over to this sign, and drop down like this, and there is a bonfire right here. So we're going to, it's the bonfire of course, and we're not going to level up, we're going to save our souls for a bit. Actually, just bump our vitality up one, why not? And let's see, we're going to kindle this fire. Forgot I'm hollow, so reverse my hollowing. And of course, kindle the fire. Alright, so now we got the 10 flasks and we're ready to go on an adventure. So, head on through here and you'll see we are back at the pendulums. So just fall back here, and this is where the traps were, and the white fog gate, so just run back through here. Like I said, you can usually farm those Balder Knights for shards. They drop them a lot, I find, so if you feel like that, you can do that. So the easiest way to do this is just run past, grab this item here. It's a large soul of a brave warrior. It's worth 8,000 souls, so pretty good. This is some more Titanite shards. And you're going to want to run over here, and we're going to encounter a familiar enemy. This is one of the heavy knights before. This one actually respawns, however. See if we're going to be able to sneak up on him and get a strong attack off on him. Yep. Cool. So just same as the last one, just back up. Oh shit. Yeah. Careful of their follow-up attacks. When they run to, when they go for an Estus, it's a good time to run up and attack them. He actually dropped his shield. The tower shield's a really good shield, and a large shard for us. So yeah, the shield there, tower shield, is another great shield. So you can actually pick it up from the first heavy knight if you're lucky. It's really heavy though, requires 30 strength, and it's not that amazing. It's just a standard great shield. It doesn't have any. Oh shit, we're actually being invaded. All right, space cowboy. All right, so I'm gonna fight this guy down here. Cause wonder if he'll be able to find me. I'm sure he will. Wondering if I should risk going up here yet. Yeah, I don't think he'll come here first. So we're gonna head up here, and there's a person over here. You can see he looks like me. This is Ricard. He's wearing the Elite's Knight set. He is actually a human. Well, I think he's hollow, but he was a human, so he's not. So you can see he has player movements and he uses a rapier. So we're just gonna kick the living shit out of him because he pisses me off. And I'm kind of in a hurry because I don't want this invader to get me. So pick up the item, which is Ricard's rapier. It's the rapier he was using. Very, very good rapier for dex builds. It has a really strong attack, I guess. It stabs multiple times, so very useful if you have a weapon buff. And open these chests. He had Divine Blessing. What that is basically instantly restores your health and cures any status you have. I don't think it cures Curse. This is a rare Ring of Sacrifice. What that does is when you die, it will act as if you didn't die. You'll still be human, have all your souls. You'll just go back to the bonfire and the ring will break. And the rare ring will also nullify a curse if you die from a curse. So it appears this guy hasn't found us yet. I'm wondering how Lucerne will do in PvP now. I do have a fighting chance as long as this guy isn't a super twink. So, we're going to head back up here. I don't know what he's doing. He may have headed on into the fortress. We might miss him entirely if he's not around here. So, head on back up here, moving along swiftly. He could be waiting at the fog gate up ahead for all I know, but head on over here. Head on up here. There's more locations he can throw fire. And what you're going to want to do is run and jump across here. And you're going to want to miss epically like I did. And I guess we were going to have to come down here eventually, grab this. This is the sniper crossbow, sniper bolt. Basically just the regular crossbow, but it has a much longer range. So if you're looking for that, you can get that. We won't miss the jump next time. We'll plunge attack this Balder Knight. So heading on back up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy headed on into the fortress to find me. Or he's up ahead waiting in ambush. So, heading back up. Watching out for Mr. Giganti. So we're going to take a better run at this from a better angle. So run at the left side and jump at the last second and you'll make it across pretty easily. Alright, so well, I do think I just got hit with a fucking great arrow, so yeah, he's lying in ambush somewhere. So let's just talk to this guy. I'm gonna look behind me while I do it.
What? Who are you? Another undead. I took my son's fortress along, but I predicted from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. I didn't predict it. But you can handle it. Yes, I'm like that thing. For I was the same. So, let me help you out with your soul search.
Alright, so this guy actually sells some really cool stuff. He sells black fire bombs, he sells the green blossoms that you can farm off those weird frogs in the Darkroot Garden. He also sells large shards and regular shards and green shards. Oh shit. Yo. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I don't want to fight in here because he's going to make me hit the fucking NPC. Yeah. Anyway. So, Lucerne I don't think is a very good PvP weapon. I'm not used to using halberds in PvP anyway, but he's pretty twinked out as you can see. Whatever. Anyway, so I'll meet you guys back at this guy. Alright, so we're back at the merchant here. Alright, so anyway, back where we were. So yeah, he sells the Titanite shards, large Titanite shards, and green Titanite shards, so very useful if you need these. He sells them. He also sells the Great Sword, the Great Axe, the Balder Shield, the Tower Shield, which is, Balder Shield's a very good shield, so he sells some pretty cool weapons here. He also sells arrows if you need them, and he sells the Onion Bro armor set, which is, if you're looking for that, pick it up, it's a pretty good set. And he also sells the set that he is wearing, the steel set, and he sells the Balder armor, all of it. He also sells the lightning resist ring and the magic resist ring, so these do the same as the flame stone plate ring, they boost that specific defense by 50. So he sells some really good stuff, so it's, you're probably going to have to come back to this guy a few times in the game. He sells the green blossoms, of course, you might need those. Yeah. Anyway, so pick up our bloodstain here, and we're going to head on down here. So, heading on down the winding stairs. Don't drop down from the top, it's fatal fall. I've done it. So, there's another snake woman here. Gonna weave and dodge your attacks like a pro. Get hit there. So, Lucerne seems good for PvE, but PvP seems to not be. So, anyway. So, we're gonna pick up the cage key. This is the key I was talking about that we need for that area that we missed in the sense for early on in the fortress. So I'm gonna head back up here. I'll show you guys what this cage key can do. It can do something else that a lot of players don't know about. Very useful shortcut. I'll show you guys up here. Now that we can't be invaded by twinks. I like when you get invaded by people who are just playing at your level, because it's pretty fun, and I'm gonna miss that, of course. It's pretty fun because it's like a fair fight, you know. You're not hitting each other so hard, but I guess that guy didn't hit me that hard. Didn't one-shot me with a backstab, which was kind of strange. Did have a lightning weapon though. Yeah. Lightning weapons aren't the greatest, even for backstabs, I guess. I know my lightning, my Chaos Claymore on one of my characters, which is, I guess, a bit more powerful than lightning, does like 700 damage on a backstab, and that's not that much. That guy probably did like 600 on a backstab. Makes sense. Anyway, moving on, coming up here. I'm not going to tag the fire because I still have my full flasks. I don't want to respawn enemies. So, head on over here, there's another Balder Knight. This one's one of the rapier ones, however. You can just do that to him. CERN seems really good for corridors too. So get a Titanite shard from him. There's actually nothing over there. You might go over there and smack the wall a few times. There's really nothing. They should have put something there, but they didn't. So you're going to come to these hanging cages. If you go to this one, you can actually open it with the cage key. And I'm not going to take it down, but what this does is it leads down to the first set of pendulums in Sen's Fortress, where there's the snake guy on the bridge and the Titanite demon down below. And these go up and down. Like the second one will stay up here, and this will go down. And so you can travel between the top and the bottom of the fortress in a matter of seconds. So actually, we are going to head down there because we're going to have to head down to the area that we opened up. So I'll show you where it goes. So it lowers you here, and as you can see, we're right beside the snake guy. So a little bit dangerous actually, where they let you off, but it's fine. We can handle it. Oh shit, yeah. Be very careful not to stand there. Use my hero miracle. So, we are back to a familiar foe. So, heading on out here. And we're going to beat the crap out of you. Alright, so it does look like we have to open up the shortcut again, unfortunately. There is another way to open it up, and I'm probably going to do it that way. I'll show you guys how to do it. Just jump down here, don't attack the snake man, just get his attention. Well, I guess we're going to have to attack him, get his attention. And what he can do is his sword swings can actually break open the wall. So we're going to try to get him to do that. It's not an exact science. Trying to trick him into hitting the wall. There we go. Cool. So he broke open the wall for us. And so now we're going to kill him. Thank you for your help. Time to die. Oh, just top off our health because we can. And we're going to come to some interesting things here. And you can see there's a man in a cage.
You seem quite easy. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free, mold and empty-handed, that I could repay you with knowledge and source. This place is not to my mind. Your activity is promising.
Alright, so this is Big Hat Logan, and now that we have the cage key, we can open this. See, he has a massive hat. So, let's talk to him again.
Oh, heavens. Thank you, I'd say. And I'm about to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Farthing Shrine. Speak with me then.
so that I may impart my sorcery.
So, we'll catch up with this guy when we return to Firelink Shrine. He is the Master Sorcery Trainer, so do not kill him if you're a sorcerer, and you're going to want to free him, of course. So, heading on over here, we're going to grab this item. And this is a Soul of a Hero. This is the biggest soul we've got so far. It's worth 10,000 souls. So, pretty nice. And actually what we're going to do is Homeward Bone, because I'm not going to go through all that again. So, we return to the fire, of course. We have a bunch of souls, we're not going to use them, we can take them off in fire so they're not clogging it up. And we're going to keep on going upwards. Alright, so, heading on up. As you can see, that giant is throwing bombs still, so we're going to go see what we can do about that. There also, as you can see over there, the giant dropping the boulders down is over there. You can jump over to kill him if you jump at the last second, but I wouldn't recommend killing him because then the boulders stop dropping, I believe. Or actually, I think he does respawn. I think that's the one giant that does respawn. If I'm correct. Because it would be pretty bad if you couldn't get the boulders to come, because you need to access some areas with the boulder. So, grabbing another Titanite shard. Gonna need to upgrade our gloves still, so those are still useful. I'm gonna take a look at my armor really quick. So, yeah. Alright, so heading up here. Come to a more narrow bridge. If you can throw bombs on this bridge, as you can see there's a black stain there, so be careful. And there's a Baldur Archer here, the only Baldur Archer in the game. So, it goes down pretty easy. Drops his crossbow. So I'm just going to top off our health. And the giant we've been looking for is up here. I'm going to show you guys the easy way to kill him and the normal way to kill him. Well, you saw the normal. You can see he's already started doing his tantrum. And the tantrum actually clips through the wall hardcore, and if you're not backed up or blocking, it will destroy you through the wall. And after his tantrum, he just kind of goes in tired mode for a little bit, so you can use that opportunity to beat the crap out of him. So we're gonna do that, and me taking him down. And he drops another Titanite chunk, of course. And this is really weird. It's like I thought these were bombs. You have to they just blow up like pieces of clay. I don't know. Anyway, heading on back down here. Show you guys something cool. If you head on out to this room, if you're in hollow form, this room is going to seem pointless, completely pointless. But if you're in human form, which I'm not, there's actually going to be a summon sign right here for Iron Tarkus. He's an extremely strong NPC summon who about 8 out of 10 times can actually solo the next boss encounter. You can kind of just sit back and go to the bathroom, get a drink, and he'll do it usually 8 out of 10 times, but we're not going to summon him, of course. This boss is resistant to physical, fire, and magic, so it's resistant to all forms of starting player damage. So we're going to go ahead and fight him, but without further ado, through the fog gate. So, on the top of Sen's Fortress is the Iron Golem encounter. The Iron Golem is pretty easy. He shoots that wind axe at you as soon as you walk out onto the platform. Just hold up your shield, but usually it just hits that platform there. When he gets up to the middle, just run through his legs, don't target him. And I target him there by accident, but don't target this guy and just be on his feet. Try to stay behind him or else that can happen. He picks you up and throws you. If you get near the edge, he can actually throw you off, so try to stay away from the edge. So like I said, just keep running through his legs and either heal or attack. Sometimes he'll do that foot slam. As you can see, he does it 3 times, and he'll usually kill you if all 3 connect. So don't get foot slammed. So yep, just go up and hit him. I was surprised actually how much damage Lucerne was doing. Probably because of the counters. So I was hitting him right after his attack. He has a large window when he recovers. So anyway, I hit him a few times. You can actually stagger him. As you can see, he's wobbling around right now. So two-hand your weapon when you're doing this guy to get more poise damage off. And as you can see, I'm just using the weak attack, beating him every time my stamina comes back. And eventually I knock him over. And when you knock him over, you can get even more damage off him. So this guy's pretty easy if you knock him over. You can actually knock him off the edge as well. But I didn't. So you can see he's almost dead. He's not very hard. So yeah. He gets up and falls over. So not very difficult enemy. He's difficult if you stand in front of him, but that's about it. Just don't target him, run between his legs, and hack at his feet. Watch out for his grab attack, though. It can reach back pretty far if you're standing behind. Like his phantom range is about 2 feet behind his back legs, so watch out for that. So we're going to examine this ring of light and see what happens. So, as you can see, we have arrived in Anorlando, and this marks the end of Sen's Fortress. We have braved the fortress, as Kingseeker Framptus said, and we've arrived in the City of the Gods. So, I'm going to call it here, of course, and I will see you guys next time.